news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere with our buddy Jeff Sills. What's going on, pal?
Well, I got some really good news for you guys this week. At least I figured I found some interesting stories.
Okay.
At least.
All right.
So, but before we get started, the news is brought to you by Camera Butter.
Yeah.
Ultra high quality ND filters, screen protectors, and FPV accessories. If you want no compromise performance from your camera, and I mean you do, get you some Camera Butter. CameraButter.com.
That's right. Very good.
All right, so to start it off, China announced that they're going to institute export controls on some of the drones and drone-related equipment, saying that they wanted to safeguard national security interests amid escalating tensions with the United States over access to technology. So essentially, they're going to be limiting the export of commercial drone equipment starting September 1st. This will also impact drone components, lasers, communication equipment, anti-drone systems as well. Now, all of this comes as part of the argument back and forth between the United States and China. Obviously, this is just their way of responding back and trying to put the hurt on, because they know that half of all of the drones sold in the United States are manufactured by one single Chinese company that we all know. And multiple, multiple services, police departments, fire departments, et cetera, use the drones, agricultural use the drones, et cetera. So it does have its hit. This also comes in the heels of the German retailer in March 2022 accusing DJI of leaking data on the Ukrainian military positions to Russia, which they firmly denied. But obviously, there's been a lot of conversations about the data that DJI can get from their drones.
Right.
So,
there's data packets going back for whatever reason. We don't know what it's for, and it could be anything.
Well, in any case, starting on September 1st, you're probably going to see the DJI drones drying up a little bit. So just be prepared.
Very
Okay.
Now, Ken.
Yeah.
I have to point out. Did you hear what he said though? There was one thing he said in there. Lasers.
Oh, I know. I love lasers. Lasers are the best.
They're pretty cool.
They are.
All right. So next in the news, we had a great story that came out of Warren County. They had a jailbreak. Michael Burham decided that on July 6th, he didn't want to be in jail anymore. So he got out. And the police department had gotten reports or received tips that a drone had been flying in the immediate vicinity of the jail at or around the time that he escaped. So Lieutenant George Bivens went on TV to talk about the fact that suggested the drone may have been providing useful intel to aid Burham in his jailbreak. Needless to say, once this hit the news sources, a gentleman by the name of Bob Anderson, who happens to be a retired nurse, 77 years old, lives next to the jail, caught on to the fact that they were talking about his jailbreak and realized that on the exact same day, at a few hours before the jailbreak, his son-in-law had been flying a drone around his house after he had asked him to look at some work that had been done on the roof for the gutter guards that had been installed.
Oh, and they thought the prison thought that. Oh, okay.
Needless to say, the drone was not assisting in the jailbreak. The drone was assisting in inspecting gutter guards. Now, when they did ask Mr. Anderson if the police had come and talked to him about this, he replied, "Nope, nobody asked."
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Drones are always getting into trouble for things they're not doing.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
All right. So Ukraine and Russia news. I got a whole bunch of it that came in. Unfortunately, when I go looking through the news feeds, I was murderously flooded by news out of Ukraine. So I picked the three best. First one is, it's faster than anything else in the Black Sea.
One of the newest pieces of Ukraine's arsenal is lowered into the water. It roars out into the open water under the control of this pilot, who asked we don't show his face, callsign Shark. This is Ukraine's latest sea, or surface, drone, designed to attack Russia in the Black Sea. They've never been shown to the public before. This model is armed with 300 kilograms, or almost 700 pounds, of explosive and can hit a target 800 kilometers, 500 miles away. They're very easy to control, Shark tells us, and they have severely limited the Russian Navy's movements. Ukraine sends its sea drones out hunting, plowing through the waves. If spotted, the Russian ships frantically open fire. Sometimes the Russians get lucky and manage to take them out. Other times, the drones break through the hail of bullets and reach their targets. Last October, Ukrainian sea drones carried out a stunning attack on the home port of the Russian Black Sea Fleet in Russian-occupied Crimea, targeting the flagship, the Admiral Makarov. This drone can attack, carry out surveillance and reconnaissance, among other operations. It is entirely Ukrainian designed and produced, according to its developer, who also asked for anonymity for security reasons. How effective are the Russian defenses against these drones?
Not effective. The equipment they have on their ships is designed to attack other ships. They can't hit such small drones.
Well, that's a tactical advantage.
And we did a news story last summer about a Russian bridge that was blown up, and that was these drones taking out that bridge.
Yeah. All right.
So they've been around and been in use. So next we have probably my favorite one. This is a Ukrainian drone that happened to hit the most spectacular target of, I think, the entire war. This is a Russian thermobaric rocket launcher. Now, these things they fire a TOS-1 blunt force instrument rocket that's designed to take out fortified defenses and armored vehicles. When the drone hit this one, it set off all the rockets.
Oh, man.
And here you go.
Wow.
It's the 4th of July.
Yeah. Thermobaric rockets going off is never a good sign,
So
especially if you're not controlling them.
It took a $1,000 drone to kill a multi-million-dollar weapon system.
Yes, a very powerful multi-million-dollar weapon system. So naturally, of course, the Ukrainians aren't going to be outdone. So recently, and this is the reason why I had to fight like hell to get stories, Russia got attacked by Ukraine. The IQ building in Moscow houses seven different government ministries, including the Ministry of Economy and Communications. Surveillance camera footage from inside the tower, as well as several videos that are out on the internet from outside, show a Ukrainian drone striking the side of the building and detonating, causing explosions in the building. This is the second time in 2 nights that the building had been hit by drones. The Russians had actually been able to shoot down a few of the drones, but several made it through and hit the building.
Wow.
So this is President Zelensky holding on to his, his statement that he made earlier this week that he's going to start taking the war to the Russians. Mm-hmm. And there's your example of them attacking Russian targets.
Wow.
So,
yeah. At a certain point, it's just a numbers game. Like you said, like Russia's able to hit so many, but you throw enough at them, one of them's going to get through.
Well, and this is the other thing, is that people in Russia feel that they're safe because the Ukrainian war is way over there. Now it's starting to hit the center of Moscow. That's a whole different ball of wax. These drones flew a long way, and it shows that the Ukrainian technology that they're applying to these drones and to these weapon systems is advancing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, so these little drones are crashing through the Russian defenses, as well as information about what's really going on with the war. And that's important as well.
All right, so next in the news, wildfires have been raging across southern Italy and have reached Athens and Greece. These fires have been very devastating. And the officials in Calabria, southern Italy, caught what they discovered or know as an arsonist red-handed with a drone. So, yeah.
Okay, if you're an arsonist, should you wear a red shirt with a red motorcycle?
I don't know.
It kind of screams
I'm not really
arsonist,
sure.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little
and
bit.
once he realized that he was being filmed by a drone, he began hurling rocks at it
Oh,
instead of obviously trying to get away or disguising yourself or doing any other thing that would make it like apparent that maybe you weren't an Italian arsonist causing fires.
did they put him under the jail?
I'm pretty sure that they did.
Are they going to fight fire with fire? Wow.
Yeah, they know who he is, so I mean, it was pretty quick for them to realize that that's their guy.
What an idiot.
Yeah,
Wow.
not the brightest bunch on the plot.
Mm.
All right, so Cole has stalked Junior Walk his entire life. This guy lives in the mountainous reaches of West Virginia, and that's a very big coal area. And he has been using his drone to investigate the coal industry and environmental things that they've been doing in the area that are causing damage to the environment and destroying some of the beautiful areas in West Virginia, which there are some beautiful locations there.
Yep.
He's using his drone, and he goes around and films this stuff. He's filmed poison being dropped into the rivers by the coal industry. He did this in part with neighbors that were getting sick and dying from cancer and heart disease. And so since he was 19 years old, he's been chasing the coal community, and the drone is his latest tool to be able to start documenting some of the things that he finds.
That's good. Drones used for good. But I have to correct you, Jeff. I used to live in West Virginia, and it's not West Virginia. It's West by God, Virginia.
Oh, West by God, Virginia.
West by God,
Okay, got
Virginia. That's how they say it there. That's what it is.
It's nickname short.
That's it. Yeah, it's on the
West
license
Virginia.
plates, I think. I don't know.
All right, so next we have one that I loved, a guy by the name of Martin Vendrom. He's an organizer who put together a group of drone pilots that use their hobby to fight hunger. But what's interesting is that they use their hobby to fight hunger for the Veterans Association of Edmonton. So they put on, I guess, races and demonstrations with their drones. They are all veterans. And demonstrate the drones. People donate money, and that money is then used to take care of other veterans that are, needing assistance. I think it's a great way of using drones to help veterans helping veterans.
Absolutely. Yes.
Definitely.
Yep. I support that fully.
And speaking of Army stuff,
Yeah.
the U.S. Army is developing lasso tank killing drones.
Oh, goody.
This is a new program kicked off recently to provide soldiers with a portable tank busting drone. After seeing a lot of the things from the Russian-Ukrainian war and seeing how drones have been used to take out military vehicles such as tanks and thermobaric, rocket launchers, they came up with this particular design called Lasso to strike out at it's a tube launch system to strike out at armored vehicles. I'm trying to see, they had Lasso stands for low altitude stalking and strike ordnance. So this is probably going to be one of the loitering drones that will take off, search an area, and then be directed toward a target. Pretty interesting. It's got a fairly hefty payload in it.
So it comes out of the tube, and the wings come out like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's one of the transforming type drones.
Yeah.
So
right.
really cool. Look forward to seeing more information, hopefully some videos of that as the program gets more closer to being released. Okay, so the next one, this one, Josh Jorgensen produces videos for Black Tip H Fishing YouTube channel, and he caught some amazing footage recently. This is aerial footage that he posted showing a bull shark repeatedly and violently attacking his friend's boat off of the Palm
I was
Beach
flying
coast.
my drone at the beach and spotted 2 huge cobias swimming with a bull shark. I was following his boat with my drone, and then all of a sudden, the shark attacked his engines.
Whoa. Holy crap.
Man, he is not stopping.
He attacked the boat 8 times.
The shark attacked the boat 5 times, swam away, and then came back for more.
The whole middle of the engine is completely ripped out. The trim tab's broken. And I didn't think a shark could actually shake the boat like that. The boat was shaking like a bag of popcorn. Like literally, I was like shaking like in an earthquake.
Wow. Do we need these? Can't we just send these killer sharks out to attack them? Yeah.
Why not? You know, it
Okay.
sounds like so much fun.
Uh-huh.
All right, and the last story, from what I understand, you have shared earlier. This is apparently Ukrainian dogfighting with Russians.
This is such great stuff, and there's a link to the full video in the description. But check this out. This is all about drone-on-drone violence in the Ukraine war.
In early December, a different technique was demonstrated with a drone from the separatist 1st Donetsk Army Corps dropping a weighted net onto a Ukrainian drone below it. This has the benefit of not having to use a valuable asset to ram and potentially lose while attempting to attack an enemy drone. It also has the advantage that it presumably uses the same munition release mechanism used to drop munitions on ground targets. February 2023 saw further videos of drone dogfights. In a piece of footage shared on the 24th of February, we can see an attacking Russian drone taking its time to line up on its target before attacking, and at the end of the clip, it's possible to see the attacked Ukrainian drone fall to the ground. As can be seen in videos like this one from February, aiming a drone for a ramming run at an opposing drone can be difficult. In our earlier video, David explained the favoured tactic of attacking from above. It has the advantage in that it allows the attacking drone to maintain visual contact and also avoid being seen by the target drone's camera, which is unable to look upwards. In early May, a video of a Russian Mattress 30 series drone being hunted by a Ukrainian Mavic was shared. While the Ukrainian drone was destroyed in the course of its attack, the loss of a $2,000 Mavic to destroy a mattress worth approximately $12,000 makes tactical sense.
Bye-bye.
On the 25th of March, Russian Telegram shared a video from a team called Project Kretchet, featuring a test showing a fast-moving first-person view, or FPV drone, ramming a larger quadcopter. The Telegram post noted that the small anti-drone fighter aircraft are much cheaper and better suited to the role than DJI Mavics. In late April, footage of another drone dogfight was shared showing a Russian Mavic being downed by a Ukrainian drone. On the 24th of May, Eskadron, a Ukrainian manufacturer and supplier of FPV Kamikaze drones, shared what is believed to be the first video of a Ukrainian FPV drone attacking a Russian reconnaissance quadcopter. While not a drone versus drone dogfight, on the 30th of June, a video of a Ukrainian drone dropping a munition onto a Russian Zala 421 16E2, which was on the ground, shows another nuance to the drone versus drone engagements. The video is similar to the popular tactic of drone demolition, the dropping of munitions into enemy vehicles, which are either stationary or have been mobility killed. In both the case of the Zala and ground vehicles, the demolition missions deny the enemy assets recovery and future use.
That is from the Armor's Bench channel. And if you want to see the rest of that, there's a link in the description. I thank them very much for allowing me to share that awesome stuff with you. FPV Kamikaze drones. What? We're living in the future, fellas.
Can you imagine being the Matrice and go off to drone heaven and they're like, how did you die? Mavic,
yeah.
Little bitty Mavic.
Yeah. And Carbon Cage points out that he didn't say Matrice, he said mattress.
Mattress.
So
yes.
We're not fighting mattresses in the sky.
I'm going to take down a lot of drones with a mattress.
Mattress, yeah. Awesome. Well, Jeff, thank you so much, my friend.
You're more than welcome, and the news is brought to you by Camera Butter, ultra high quality ND filters, screen protectors, and FPV accessories. If you want no compromise performance from your camera, you need to get you some Camera Butter. CameraButter.com.
All right, we'll see you later, buddy.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
I'm Ken Heron. Does your drone flying look like this? Then you need RemotePilot101.com. Link in the description. If you're a newbie and you don't know what the heck we're even talking about, the FAA has a certification that you must get if you plan on using your drone to make money in the United States.
In the furtherance of a business,
Yes.
which goes as far as to say, we all know Ken is a top 10 radio DJ. Ken says, "Hey Jason, I need you to come fly over the radio station for a Facebook video we're going to do." And we're buddies. So Jason, I'm not going to pay you to do it. You're just going to do it for me as a friend.
Right.
Well, it's still furthering the business of the radio station. I would need to be what's called a Part 107 certificated remote pilot.
That's right, and people try to get around this all the time, and believe
Sure
me,
do.
the government has thought of everything. You can't sidestep the FAA. But
Yeah, no doubt.
you can get the knowledge that you need to be a safe drone pilot.
Yes.
And if you like being a drone pilot and want to take it a few steps further, well, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to manned aviation, is it not, Jason?
That is so true, my friend. So we also have M0A.com for individuals to kind of really looking to get started from unmanned aviation to becoming a certificated private pilot as well. We've been trying to get Ken up in that airplane as well. But whether that's a hobby, a career, whatever that may be for you, we'll take you all the way from flying a drone to you want to be an airline pilot. We have all the test prep, the real world test prep, been there, done that kind of test prep to make you that safe real world pilot.
RemotePilot101.com. There it is, right there. That face right there. That's from like 20 years ago, and he looks exactly the same.
It's true, but still the two watches. Thanks to you, Ken.
To watch RemotePilot101.com. Love you, mean it.